When we opened the tomb of Jesus Christ, the instrument stopped working, said in an interview Antonia Maropolo, a chemical engineer at the National Technical University of Athens, who was the leader of an expert team that made a unique venture in the world by opening the tomb of Jesus Christ in Jerusalem, the place of his resurrection. The media then wrote that strange phenomena in the sky occurred during the opening of the Holy Sepulchre, and the sounds of a trumpet were heard. Antonia Maropolo stated, "I did not say that because I was inside with my colleagues at the time of the opening of the Holy Sepulchre. There was no such phenomenon there. But when I went outside, since we started exploring the tomb, the instruments we had previously placed on the tombstone to record every moment, vibrations and the like, simply went off. That was a fact. I can't explain it. I can say with some certainty that there is some energy around that place, which is very, very strong. I experienced our work on this project with great respect and vow towards this unique monument in Christianity. The goal was to annul the deformations of the Holy Edicule, which were visible on the door after the restoration in 1810. Opening the tomb of Jesus Christ was unique and challenging, because we had to do it without any mistake. At the same time, it was a great experience, emotionally and religiously, because it happened 7 centuries after the last opening. When we removed the plaque, there were no objects in the Holy Sepulchre. I didn't even expect to find anything. We found an empty grave, with visible damage to the lower slab of the grave. It is made of stone and has carvings on it. The plate was broken, and there were small stones. Of course, we performed all the necessary preparations, but we left the broken plate as it is. We just covered it with a small marble slab. There are different opinions as to whether there was a cave-in that place where Joseph buried Jesus. Everyone was a little skeptical. What I am sure of is the tablet we discovered is exactly the same one from the period of Emperor Constantine and Empress Jelena. This means that I am convinced that this is exactly the place which we discovered the Holy Sepulchre, and where they built the church. Her task and that of her fellow experts was not only to reconstruct the tomb of Jesus Christ, but also to the entire church of Edicule. The project involved removing the iron pillars that supported the church from all sides, which had been erected in the 1950s. This meant strengthening the stone blocks from which the temple was built in 325 by the Roman Emperor Constantine on the place where Jesus Christ is believed to be buried. In the Bible, in the Gospel of Matthew, it is written that after the death of Jesus Christ crucified on the cross, at the place of Golgotha, Joseph took his body, wrapped it in a white cloth, and buried it in a cave in which he dug his own tomb. Constantine's church on the Holy Sepulchre was destroyed by the Muslim Caliph al-Hakim in 1009, and in the 12th century, the Crusaders gave it its present appearance. It was last reconstructed in the 19th century. It was governed by the Greek Orthodox Church, the Armenian Orthodox Church, and the Roman Catholic Church. Antonia Maropolo explains that the Holy Sepulchre was open for 60 hours, and during that time they completed everything that was planned. They worked for 8 months and only at night so that the devotees could visit the holy place during the day. We took small samples of the stones we found there, and now we will analyze them in Athens, so we will see what the research will show, says Maropolo. During the research, experts noticed that there is groundwater, which endangers the facility. The underground part has been eroded, and we have made a study of how to intervene in the future to protect the Holy Edicule and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. That is why, she concludes, we ask permission to explore the underground area. If any of you have been to Jerusalem at this holy place, and if you want to, feel free to share with us your experience of having visited this place by writing in the comments. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel in support. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.